Hi guys, I'm Shmi, we're up at McLaren Manchester and I'm joined by Lee, Head of Sales here, who sold me my 12C Coupe last year, and we're back this time for the 650S Spider. So this is going to be a bit of an induction tour to the car. Lee's going to tell us a bit what's different about 650S, some of the looks, the tech and the sort of features that have gone into the new car. So you might have seen the old video, but we'll look at the new stuff in more detail. So tell me.
The first thing, the most apparent thing is the paintwork. So new for 650 is the Mantis Green special paintwork.
Yeah.
Incredible looking thing. Just you know, jumps out and hits you if the car wasn't enough already. Moving on from that, what you have on this new front section here on the front splitter here is what we've brought about through the P1 program. So you've got an extra 24% more downforce on 650 than you had on 12C. So this whole new approach to the front gives you that. Obviously a more aggressive, more sort of look with it.
Personally, I'm obsessed with that.
It's
the McLaren logo style headlights.
It's absolutely incredible. Just a new. Everything is more on the 650. You have more power. You have more torque. The torque figure is the one that sticks out most to me.
Yeah.
12C with 600 newton meters of torque was just incredible. You've got something which is mind-boggling with 600 newton meters of torque.
I can confirm that.
Yeah, absolutely. Now you go into 650S and you look at 678 newton meters of torque. So more than 10% on something that was already incredible.
Yeah.
So just mind-boggling. Watch your step. This car is an absolute animal.
Especially in weather like today, winter in the UK.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So 650 PS, 678 newton meters of torque, extra 24% more downforce on that front section. Carbon ceramic brakes. Just an incredible looking thing. Going to the rear here, a new approach to the cooling. Rather than
the tiny vanes.
Absolutely, rather than have those that split the air intake, you've got these scoops on the side for more,
well.
absolutely slightly more aggression there. I love this.
Only
available on 12C as an MSO option, but on 650S,
yes,
it's something that you can spec.
I like the whole carbon fibre against the green.
Well, the green
was
black.
This car.
Yeah, absolutely.
The stealth pack on the badges.
Perfect.
And stuff badges.
That's what we're aiming for. It's an incredible looking thing.
I quite like the diamond cut wheels as well.
Diamond cut wheels,
The new lightweight design.
Absolutely, they're the new sports wheels.
And polished calipers as well.
Yeah. Have a look inside.
Absolutely.
So we've got the carbon black leather and Alcantara interior.
Yeah, the dual tone, just like I had in the 12C.
Absolutely.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Fibre.
Iris 2, which have you got the key on you?
Yes, I do have
a bit of a play with.
So just one other thing I'm going to point out: the sill badges with the 650S logo. Quite like that. So, key, just like with before, we've got the carbon fibre McLaren key. Should we jump in?
Absolutely. Okay, so this is the new Iris 2 system. Slightly different layout. We have, as we did previously, this is your home button. Nice overhead shot of the MTC there. Back button and settings button, these are the two buttons you're going to use the most of from now on. We have a voice command over here and mute, but the settings button is available in every function. It takes you to a different place in every different function. Wireless and networks is the most apparent thing there. Now we can hook this up now to
connect it to your Wi-Fi.
Absolutely, if you want to. You use your phone as well to connect through its 3G signal to use the internet while you're on the move.
Yeah.
That's where you would go to set your Bluetooth settings and set up the phone. Coming back out of here, lots of different settings in there. Some of the things.
Well, from my experience, this new system that came in, that I had installed in the 12C is leagues ahead of where it was a year ago, which is fantastic.
Entirely, absolutely.
It's gone from, let's say, not being the best to being right up there as one of the best
totally
in-car entertainment systems.
It is, and it's like you say, what McLaren do very, very well is react to problems.
Yeah.
So if there is a problem, don't make it.
Very random little problem. Lack of storage. They inserted a new pouch in the 650S.
Have some more bungee ropes.
Yes. Well, it works perfectly because that's all you need to put your stuff in the car.
And that's the thing. And they've taken one of the weaknesses that was the Iris system and made it one of its strengths.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's a great new system.
And then new on this car, we have these two buttons.
We do. So yeah, you've not purchased a roof today.
Yeah.
So, but we can fix that if you lift this button here.
are enclosed.
We are, absolutely. So that comes up in 17 seconds. It's operational up to 19 miles per hour. You might get a little bit more out of it than 19 when it's working.
Yeah.
However, the handbook says 19, so
Okay.
I'll tell you that. So yeah, like I say, up in 17 seconds, down in 17 seconds. What it gives you is like I say, totally enclosed. It's fantastic. It's a nice, peaceful place to be. However, there is another function while you're on that rear window there.
I love that so much in
That's
cars.
brilliant. Absolutely. The what that gives you, the noise that it gives you, while having the protection from the wind and from the rain, and everything like that. So regardless of weather conditions, you can drop that rear window, and the sound that you get through is just
Yeah, and this
incredible.
car, I think, it has slightly more refined noise
It
to
certainly
it
does.
than the.
It certainly does, especially the overrun.
Yes.
That's yeah. Well, you'll experience it.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, there's almost 3 functions to Spider in the way that you've got the roof
Yes.
up, totally enclosed, roof down, obviously the experience and the sound that you get through that, but using that rear window to give you that while being enclosed is just fantastic.
Yeah. Okay.
A lot of the other functions are very similar. Obviously park brake is here. Active dynamics panel. We have had changes there. There are changes in what you get here. Normal now, when this is activated, is now more normal than ever before. The ride quality
Yes.
is better than it was in 12C.
Suspension's been revised slightly.
Absolutely, yeah. There's lots of little revisions that you'll feel and different changes.
That's another example because it wasn't bad on 12C. It was pretty good.
And exactly, that's the thing. We're taking what was already incredible and making it better.
Yeah.
So when you pop into Sport and Sport, you will notice changes there. The traction control isn't. It's only very slightly dull. It's still there. It's still giving you plenty. But like I say, there is a little bit more freeness there, a little bit more expression and emotion.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I can tell you
So
from my
it's-
drive in the 650S before that there really is.
Absolutely. And again, whereas when we go into track on the handling, obviously it becomes very, very firms up the suspension. However, it does turn the traction control off, which was almost
Well,
a
even then it's
criticism.
not completely off.
Well, it's very close to.
So on the 650S, it takes it closer to being fully off than it
fully
did on
off.
the 12C.
Fully off.
Okay.
Take it into your mind that it's fully off.
Yeah,
A
I
little-
don't go into that. I'm no hero on the road.
For an example, if you take a 12C and put it in track and track, lock the car over fully, and put the foot to the floor, it'll do about a quarter to a half turn
Yeah.
before it starts to say, "Oh, hang on."
I was going to say it doesn't let you
No, it
donut
doesn't.
it. But
In a 650S, you'll do donuts.
yeah. Okay.
So there is a revision there.
Okay.
Um,
And then the
powertrain,
powertrain.
obviously the 3 things: throttle response that you feel, the gear
Yeah.
change that you feel, the exhaust note that you hear, and again, as you mentioned, revised exhaust, the different sounds and the different crackles and pops that you get
Okay.
from 650S. They are, an incredibly, very, very different to what you had in 12C.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll enjoy that. Launch control as balmy and as crazy as it ever was before.
Yeah.
And still works
Press
in
the
the same
launch,
way.
hold the brake, press the accelerator, and then let go of the brake, and
Yeah.
you're off.
hold on to the car.
Hold on tight. Yeah.
It's something else. Coming back to the iris system. So the navigation, that's probably the most apparent change. You can see it immediately just from the graphics and the way that it works. This is now a very, very good system.
Yeah, it's very clever.
It is. All the weaknesses that the previous iris system had have been revised and changed. We may struggle a little bit in here because we have a concrete roof above us, so it may be get a little bit confused.
don't-
But as we were talking before with the back and the settings button, whichever function you're in, this is the settings button for it. So you would go destination. You would go find address. That's where you would enter the postcode.
We'll just put in some generic London.
Yeah.
Let's just put in London and see where it takes us. See how long it's going to be. Recognises that we're typing London, click go. I'll just press, maybe I'll select a street. Where can we not go? Oxford Street. Oxford Street. Done. And then just go. That's what I like, it's so quick to
It is.
enter something.
It's a very, very good system.
And it's not bad at getting you there as well. So you get a little overview, route plan, estimated time and distance, and I guess we can speed it up and click go, and off we set. Yeah.
All your estimated time of arrival, distance.
Yeah. What I like is it has so many settings. I mean, too much to go through everything now,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. No, it's a great system.
then you can cancel
You can add via points, and you can cancel the route through there. Something to note actually is that if you did change your mind on where you were going, is to cancel the route before you input anything else. Otherwise, you'll add it as a via point. So make sure you cancel that route before.
And then back to the map.
Coming back to media, you can go through radio here. You can also go through the line in,
which is in the armrest
down
here.
there.
Got the iPod and the line in port.
But this, I mean, you'll probably use that anyway, the line
Yeah.
in, because you'll be charging your phone at the same point. But this system now, Bluetooth, it streams the music faster than it ever did before.
Yeah.
So you don't necessarily have to plug in to have that option there, and that will appear just underneath once your Bluetooth is connected.
Radio's going to come on. I'm just going to mute it just for the moment, but
So we've now got DAB radio.
okay, didn't realise it had DAB.
Yep.
Right.
The old FM frequency and FM auto options are here too. You can grab this and move in the way there. DAB is selected. So like I say, just a far better system than you've ever had before.
Yeah, well, as we keep saying, it's gone from being not so good to fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. If we go into the apps here, once you're connected to a Wi-Fi signal, lots of different apps that you can use. We have one customer who likes to listen to there's a radio station in Sydney, and that's a great thing now.
Yeah, you can connect it on TuneIn.
Yeah, you can connect through TuneIn. So again, lots of different things.
Yeah, without going through all of them, the newest one is rear camera.
Yes,
Does it
absolutely.
work when we're not on? I think it takes a moment to load up if you
Yes.
load it via the app, doesn't it? There we go. So this is new. You could install, I think, the rear camera as an upgrade
Yes,
on
you
12C,
certainly can. You
but
certainly
can come from the factory on 650S.
Yeah.
And it's always nice to have a camera on a car like this because, let's face it, they're not the easiest things to park into small spaces.
No, and it's like I say, it just gives you that little bit extra.
Back to home.
Yeah.
And then phone and voice, which is all pretty self-explanatory.
It is. Yeah.
So, turn off the ignition. Pop out again.
So another function of Spider, obviously you've had Coupe before. A nice function of the Spider is when the roof is up, you have this tonneau area.
I like this a lot.
This is
for my
fantastic.
road trips.
This is really good. So not only do you have the front storage area for 650, which is
We'll have a
pretty
quick look
good
in
for
there
a
as well,
supercar.
I think. Yeah,
absolutely. We also have the area that the roof is stored that we can use as storage area.
Yeah.
So this area combined with the front space gives you almost 190 litres of space, which again for a supercar. Absolutely. Got the bags there which exactly would roll out and fit that area perfectly. The only thing to note is obviously don't use the roof.
Yeah.
Not when you've got this one.
And then you press this.
Absolutely.
Just quickly while we're on it, because I know people will ask, there are a few more buttons here.
There are. So you have
Just come around and have a look.
the rear deck.
So that's to open the engine bay. Okay. Head round there in a sec.
This is the internal alarm sensor. So if you want to turn off the motion sensor inside the car, you can do that. Shake sensor, if you're putting the car on the low load to take it to a track
Ferry.
or something, a ferry.
That's where I seem to end up all the time.
Yeah. So all you could be using as a bit.
Yeah.
And then obviously these two at the end, they're just the tonneau
Yeah.
that we've just demonstrated there.
Then round the back, we have that engine.
Oil and water. Oil on the top right there, water here. 3.8 V8 twin turbo, 650 PS.
We all know is a whole lot of fun.
We do certainly.
And a sports exhaust back here as well.
Sports exhaust back here. With the
Which
stealth
makes for
finishes.
good noise, yeah. Yeah, with the black. It's nice. I seem to recall with the coupe there was a trick to closing the colour.
Yeah,
Is
absolutely.
delicate
It's sort of delicate. There's two clips either side, and it's very easy to catch one side and not the other. So just spread the weight. That would people do think it's in, but it's just that second clip.
Yeah,
just
to make sure it clicks.
To make sure it's all the way down there. New air brake functionality with 650S.
Yes.
So a lot more.
More activity.
More activity.
Colours
Absolutely.
light, it pops up.
Absolutely. So if you're cresting the hill at speed, it will lift up and correct it. I've had experience of that myself, and you actually feel it as well.
Well, it's just one of the coolest features of the car, is how much you feel that's doing its job. And just while we're here around the back, I noticed obviously you have the larger heat plate.
Yes.
Lots of flames that you've seen coming out of these cars. And lots of carbon.
You don't drive a car, do you? So you didn't see any flame, sure.
Well, it's made to do that. Yeah, that's what it does. Should we pop around the front
Yes.
quickly?
Also, on this car, we have a vehicle lift, which you
Yes,
haven't had on the
yes,
12C either.
indeed.
So, with this new carbon fibre splitter, and
Yeah.
as pretty and as beautiful as it is,
The last thing you want to do is hit this.
absolutely, you
Too
don't want
hard.
to be taking this off the front of the car. So we have a vehicle lifter on this car. When activated, it lifts the front section by 6 centimetres, the rear by 4.8. So it lifts
Okay.
both front and rear. Will enable you to
As you go.
to conquer anything.
Because the 12C is quite low.
It is.
It's certainly a comfort I wish I had once or twice.
Absolutely. So the vehicle lift is a great piece of spec on this car.
Yeah. Front, just while we're talking about it. Loads of space.
Lots of space.
We've got my cover, specialised covers that we just put on the car to take some pics. And the ribbon, you might have seen the unveiling of the car for the first time, wrapped up as a Christmas present here at McLaren Manchester. That was quite fun. New catch to that. Notice immediately that the front closes smoothly. And a new badge.
badge.
And a new badge as well.
Yeah.
Sort of heritage style. It's not quite, it's a new design. but
It's
It's very smart.
new door blades as well. Obviously different from
Yeah.
12C to 650 with the 650 badge there on it. Yeah, stunning looking car. Lots of carbon fibre and a fantastic colour.
And a very, very bright colour. And I'm sure some people will think it's not the wisest thing in the world, but you only live once.
And those people are wrong.
Yes, they are. So it looks so good. And on the trips this year, driving around sunshine, roof down, bright and airy, it's how a car like this should be.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, very much looking forward to it. Thank you very much.
No problem at all.
And, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Follow the rest of the adventures in the new Shmee-mobile, the McLaren 650S Spider. And I'll catch up with you again very soon. Cheers. Inside the showroom window, you can see exactly what we're here for. Visually, we've got the carbon fibre exterior pack, so the front splitter finished in 650S t-shirts already made, including the lime green.